So there's been a lot of talk concerning the Jabi Lake Park. So the FCT Minister has actually partnered with two companies to restructure the Jabi Lake Park into a recreational hub for commercial purposes. And the reasons why this has raised a lot of eyebrows from people is because of the fact that the Jabi Lake Park is no longer going to be free anymore. And that is why this thing has actually raised some eyebrows among the masses and among people in Abuja, among Abuja residents. So what is my take on this, and how does this influence your real estate goals here in the city of Abuja? I think one of the things you really need to consider is why Wike is doing what he's doing. So the FCT Minister has been given a nickname, Mr. Project. And then when you see how intentional he is about real estate projects in Abuja, you just tend to wonder. And then I thought of this way. If the FCT Minister is currently partnering with two private companies to actually work on Jabi Lake Park, what are his plans concerning Jabi Lake Park? This is something people really need to think about. You can't just keep on going around talking with the masses and talking with everybody else concerning the fact that, oh, the park is no longer going to be free. Why are they doing what they are doing? Think about what is going to be done. Think about the FCT Minister's track record in terms of development and infrastructure. If he has partnered with two private companies to work on a park, imagine how much more it will be compared to it now. The Jabi Lake Park was administered as a park in 2007 during the Olusegun Obasanjo's regime. And then when you look at it, people have known Jabi Lake Park to be free. This is where people can while away time with their loved ones, their friends, their families, and all of that. But then Wike is doing something different. Wike is going to be putting a whole lot of infrastructure into the Jabi Lake Park. And I'm really glad, personally, I feel really glad that the FCT Minister can do what he's doing. And also feel very, very optimistic concerning the fact that I get to see the kind of infrastructure the FCT Minister is going to put on the Jabi Lake. I think this is very, very important. And as always, this is going to affect prices of real estate here in the FCT. We see it happening all around. In Abuja, it's very important to put your money where the government is currently putting their money. The government are currently putting their money into infrastructure here in Jabi Lake Park. And what does this mean for you as an investor? These are the metrics to look out for. This is always what I talk about in my videos. There are metrics to look out for. Where should I invest? Where should I put my money into? For people who love luxury, for people who like to buy luxury, this is an important metric for you to look out for when you're investing here in Abuja. You can't just keep on whining with the public and people online. You have to actually think about things fundamentally. How does this improve real estate projects in Abuja? And why is the FCT Minister actually doing what he's doing? Why is it turning a free park into a commercial zone for people? It's very surprising to know that some people have not even talked about it being a tourist center for people coming into the country and for diasporas currently staying here. These are the kind of things to look out for. If it's a tourist center, then money can come in, job opportunities will be made. People need to think about things fundamentally. It can't just be about you always. It can't just be about, hey, I'm having fun here and now it's going to be paid, and then 50% of people won't be able to access the park anymore. No. What about the job opportunities that are going to be made? What about the fact that diasporas can come into Jabi Lake Park and just have fun? What about the fact that diasporas can actually invest in real estate in that axis, Jabi, Life Camp, and general parts of the FCC? What about things like this? These are things people really need to look ahead for. These are things people really need to consider. I want to restructure people's mindset when it comes to things like this. The FCT Minister, like we popularly call him, Mr. Project, has put a lot of interest into the Jabi Lake Park. And then you need to have this perspective. Oh, the FCT Minister has just partnered with two private companies to work on Jabi Lake Park. Well, what does this mean for me as an investor? What are the kind of opportunities that the FCT Minister will be opening up? Wike already has his track record. And as I love to say, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. So think about things like this. You need to really think about things like this. And if you have general questions concerning what he wants to do here specifically, if you have general questions about Wike's plans, I'll walk you through what the FCT Minister has in store for you. And if you want general inquiries about real estate projects here in the city of Abuja, please reach out to the numbers on your screen. I remain the CEO of Abuja Real Estate. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.